means you have to take a terrifying pose. So can you pretend like you're chasing your brother? Does she have a brother? She does have a brother. Okay. What do you look like when you're chasing your brother?
Hands up.
Some expression.
Some expression, okay. All right. So apparently terrifying monsters pray. They don't forget to say their prayers at night.
Weeping angel.
Okay, you can do that, but look at me, okay? All right, that's good. All right, she is terrifying, you guys. You can see her eyes.
Oh, she's making a heart shape.
Okay, so we are going to make this terrifying Tinkerbell.
Maybe she should be holding a heart in her hand.
Oh, I like what she's doing. She's doing a great job.
It's still beating hard.
All right. So when we're turning something cute into something scary, is it easier to just draw it scary at the beginning, or draw something cute and then turn it into something scary?
Cute then scary?
Yeah? That was kind of a trick question because it sort of depends, right?
I think your computer died for real this time.
Okay, my computer died. You guys don't get to see my stuff unless you come to my booth, I guess.
What now?
Thank you. I appreciate your help. No, that was good. Okay. All right. So we're getting a little cute Tinkerbell face here. Cute little American girl, and she's got this sort of devilish smile going on. So we can use that to our advantage. Sometimes, actually, probably most of the time, for Devil's Triangle, we're creating these zombie sailors, and it was easier to just draw a sailor, and then to turn them into a zombie. After you draw this pristine person in costume, and it's the same principle I think with architecture. Have any of you seen the making of Lord of the Rings? And so they drew all of these architectural designs, or built them rather. And then later, once they were all, these beautiful buildings, these beautiful pieces of architecture, they would go in and like hack away at them, right? And make them look like they're ancient and they're ruins. And so sometimes it's easier to do that. All right, so we're going to draw your conniving hands here. All right. That's actually a great pose for sinister Tinkerbell. Okay. All right. We got our arms here. I'm also doing superhero portraits at my panel, so if you guys get bored and want your portrait drawn and turned into a monster or a superhero or a villain, my booth is 2820. All right, almost got her conniving hands here. She still looks kind of cute, right? She still looks straight off of Peter Pan. She's got some thumbs back there somewhere. Okay, so we've kind of got a basic outline here of Tinkerbell. Got her shoulders. Okay. And then you got this cute little tank top with these cute little fairy wings. So cute, right? All right, that's just cute, you guys. So I gotta turn that into a monster. All right. Okay, give me like your mean face. Yeah, okay. All right, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now we gotta make you conniving. See, if this was a film or an illustration for a book, do you guys know the difference between a respectable gentleman in his home or a serial killer Abraham Lincoln?
Eyebrows?
It's the tilt of the camera. Now just picture a man in a suit with a top hat sitting in an armchair. There's one of those at the Capitol, right, in Washington, D.C., that sculpture of Abe Lincoln. Picture that guy sitting in his home. It's kind of dark, kind of dim lighting. It's like an old gentleman at home, right? He's in his nice armchair. He's dressed up. Now tilt the camera a little bit. Now he just became a serial killer. So it doesn't take much, right, to turn a hero into a villain. Sometimes there's little tricks. And they actually use tricks like that in movies. Toward the beginning of a film, when a character is down on his luck and having a hard time, kind of picked on, there's things happening. They use angles where you're looking down on the character, because you see them as low and suffering and not much. Toward the end of the movie, they start to use camera angles where you're more looking up at the character, which turns them into champions, right? So it's like this character arc. There's similar things you can do in illustration as well. Just change the lighting, change your camera angle, change the expression on the face, and it becomes something else entirely. All right, so it didn't take much to turn her from a cute little fairy into something else. Also, you can tap into the anatomy, right? All right, so here we have cute little Tinkerbell. I would not want to meet this Tinkerbell in Neverland. We'll give her some pointy ears there. Does anybody know why spikes or horns or points are always sort of used to illustrate villains?
Look uncomfortable.
Yeah, uncomfortable. Yeah, what's different? What's different from Mordor to Rivendell?
The length of their ears.
The color.
Yeah. All right. Maybe her suit's a little more ragged here, not very well kept. Maybe her cute little fairy wings aren't so cute. All right. I don't know if you all feel this way, but I personally feel like the monsters that are most believable to real life are the most scary. I was a little disappointed. There's a popular TV show that's out now called The Strain. Have any of you seen that? Yeah, I was a little disappointed because when they introduced the bad guy, the big bad, I guess they didn't have as big a budget or something for the pilot as they did for further episodes. But it just didn't come across as realistic to me, and that sort of jumped the shark for me for the series. I just wasn't interested in it anymore. Once I saw that the design of that villain, and I think it's because to me it didn't ring real. I think that's why certain monster movies work and certain ones don't. Is because the ones that don't work are usually because you have a problem with the suspension of disbelief, right? If you can't believe that it's real, then it sort of takes you out of the experience and takes you out of the world. All right. So here we have a pretty cool Tinker monster. All right. I think we're just about there here. We'll give her some freaky little sinister wings, and there's our Tinkerbell. All right. Yeah. All right. Do her parents want to come take a picture with her by her monster before I erase it and draw another one? Or any of you can, actually, if you want to. Anyway, I was talking about the realism of a monster.